Hey, welcome back, guys. We recently did a cartridge type faucet repair and replacement. I want to take you now down to the service sink in my facility, and this particular faucet has conventional stems. What I mean by that is it has washers in it and the faucet has seats down inside, and I'm going to show you how to do that right now. So let's get to work. Well, there it is, guys. There's the culprit. That annoying drip that'll keep you up all night, and it's going to actually waste a lot of water. So let's get to the business at hand. Guys, once again, you can't miss this step. You can't go over this step. You got to go down and you got to shut the water off. Again, always to the right. We're going to turn everything off to the right. So please don't miss this step, because if you do, you're going to be one sorry puppy. So again, always shut the water off underneath. And if it doesn't shut off with these valves underneath your appliance, I'll do that in another video and show you how you can go about shutting the water down. But please, before you attempt to work on a faucet, by all means, go down below and shut the water off. Okay, first things first, this particular model has some plastic caps covering the retaining screws, so we're going to pop these caps off. We'll set them on the side. And the next thing we have to do is take these handles off. And in this case, we're going to use our Phillips. Just lift that off. Okay, and I have an open-end wrench with me today, and we can just slip that on there and loosen these up. Now this particular faucet, actually, I just replaced the pieces in here, and so they're new. So for demonstration purposes, I just want to go through the steps to show you how to change the stems in a conventional type washer faucet. So these would come out counterclockwise again, and as you can see, these typical washer type faucet stem, there's your hot, and because these are opposite handles, we have opposite stems here. And I believe I covered this in another video, but generally all the manufacturers, what they're going to do is they'll mark the cold, and you can see there's like a little notch in here, as opposed to this, which is smooth. So this would tell you that this is the cold side. Okay, we can't just replace the stems. What we have to do is we have to go in and take the seats out. The seats basically are like drums on your car. You know, when they change the brake pads, they either have to grind down the brake drums or replace them. In this case, same thing. So we use this little tool called a seat removal tool, which has a little square side on one side, and on the other side is hex, depending upon what the seat inside the faucet looks like. So in this case, it's square. So you would put it down in there and get it set. And then what I like to do is give it a little, I'll give it a little tap, and what we'll do is then break the seal. And sometimes these things you really have to give them a whack to get them out, but for demonstration purposes, this will do the trick. And what's going to happen is sometimes you have to get the seat out. And lo and behold, there's what we call the seat. So again, these are pretty new because I recently replaced them. But for demonstration purposes, these seats get roughed up. They get little nicks in them. So the washer can't seal the water. So we replace those. So you'll take that one out. Same thing on the hot side. We want to break that seal. We're going to take that out. And there's the other seat. Again, for demonstration purposes, these are brand new because I recently serviced this faucet. But same procedure, whether these are old or new. So you're going to get your replacement seats and your replacement stems to match the manufacturer, and we're just going to reverse the process. So we're going to take our seats, we're going to drop them down in, and they will screw right into the cavity of the faucet. the best advice I can give you is to take your parts, take them to the home center or the plumbing supply, and have the counterman match them up exactly. This way, when you get back to the job, you're not surprised. I mean, I wouldn't recommend you go to the home center and look at the prepackaged items that they have hanging in the aisles, because more often than not, you're going to get it home and it's not going to be the right piece. So we just reverse the procedure. We're going to put our new stem in there. I'm going to use the channel locks. It'll make life a little easier because I can grab it from all around. And we're just going to snug that up. We'll put the cold in. And what you want to do, let me back up a second. You want to make sure that the stem is in the fully open position. Okay, so this is fully opened. Closed would be the opposite direction. You can see as it works its way down there. You can actually see it go down. You make sure they're fully opened, and you can set them in place. If they're fully opened, meaning they're all the way up against the bottom of the stem, then you could freely go in and tighten this down all the way without worrying about jamming up the washer against the seat. You want to make sure they're completely open before you set them in place. And then what we're going to do is make sure they're in the shut. Now you can shut them. What I'm doing is shutting them down. Okay, once we shut them, then we can get our handles in place. We can put down our handles. And then what we can do is put back our caps. We have a cold cap and we have a hot cap. And again, what I like to do is I like to wipe off any water that's around the faucet before I turn the water back on again. This way I can verify that the repair I made is proper. So let me go back down bottom, turn the water on. We'll be right back. Okay, let's check it out. That looks good, or as I like to say here in New York, it looks delicious. Listen, if you have any concerns or questions about today's video, please visit me at bobsplumbingvideos.com. You can email me, info@bobsplumbingvideos.com. I look forward to hearing from you and seeing you in the next video. Take care.